Hello everyone, welcome back to another FAF cast. This is going to be a pro cast number 2. And today we've got a 5v5 on Frozen River. We have Hatama, and that is Yudi. I believe I did a cast of him before. Or a cast with him in it anyways. But he is going to be going Seraphim, I believe, on Team 1 up here in the north. And next to him in the right position, near him, we're going to be having Apostu. He's going to be going Seraphim, opening first land, and he is going to be an orange color. That is the color of oranges. If you did not know already, oranges are in fact orange. And in the next forwardmost position, we are going to have Orokamano, which I believe has been in a cast of mine already as well. Hang on just a second here, I'm having technical difficulties with my other computer. Whatever, I am going to just leave it as it is. Okay, Orokamano is that guy. Let's slow this down a little bit here. Or actually, let's keep it the same because this is going to take a minute to get some action. Let's keep it at -2. Here we have ZXC Cursed, who I believe we're just going to be calling Curse this game. He is Aeon, opening the first lane. He is going to be a dark blue color, the color of the night sky at night. When it's not black, it is blue with a little bit of moonlight out. And over here in the rear air position, we're going to have the Wreck, being a Seraphim, opening first lane, what looks like second air. And he is going to be a mossy green color. Down here in the southern right-hand side of the map is going to be Team 2. We're going to go after this purple beast. Over here is going to be FTX Commando going UEF, opening first land. And he is the best color of all, purple. And behind him we are going to have Matter 1 or Matri. I'm not sure exactly how you're supposed to say his name, but he is UEF. Opening first land, what looks to be second air, I believe. And in the next forward position, we're going to have the Wheelie, who I believe has also been in a cast of mine before. And he's going to be UEF as well, opening first land, second air, I believe. And he's going to be a weird greenish gray color, not sure what to call that really. Over here in the next forward position is going to be Cyan. He is going to be Excelsior, going the best faction of all, Cybrid. And he is going to be going first land. I believe that is second air on the way. And for the rear air position, sorry about that, for Team 2, we're going to have Salty. And he is also going the best faction and the best color of all, purple Cybrid, and he's going to be going first land, second air. And it looks like he is building a transport there. So let's go ahead and speed this up to normal speed. No brains here, only smegma. Smegma these nuts. Ha! Got him. If you didn't laugh, that's on you. Fuck you. Alright, anyways, we do have Orokamano going to be moving. He's going to be the first player in the mid of this map, followed by the Wheelie. And there is a lot of mass up here that Orokamano is going to have all to himself. He's probably going to walk as far forward as he can before he begins collecting. No, he's going to walk... Yep, he realizes that he can walk forward more, and he's going to collect that. That way, on his retreat back, he can grab the mass on his way out. We do have a scout and a bomber on the left-hand side from Cursed. We actually have several scouts and some interceptors out as well. He is strong air right now, and he's going to be taking out an NG right here. And one more kill, this bomber is going to vet up, and it does kill that NG as well. Or maybe it didn't vet. I thought it was going to vet. Maybe I was looking at the wrong bar, but there are now 2 NGs here. I believe he's going to turn around and try to take those out as well, which seems to be exactly what he's done. He's going to hover it and probably take out one of these 2 NGs here next. He's going to go after that one. That is now a 1-vet attack bomber. We do have action over here between the Orokamano and the Wheelie. The wheelie choosing to not go into the little lake here, and Orochimaru is in the lake. And they are about to be firing some shots at each other. We do have the ACU of opposed to way up here in the north. This attack bomber still dealing damage out to Excelsior. Someone needs to take care of this. He's gonna kill this NG over here, I believe, and he is about to be a... No, is he gonna see it? That was a random bomb to drop. If he kills his NG, I believe this is gonna be a 2-vet bomber. I believe the ACU of Apostu is up here. He is building a factory up on that so he can claim that mech as his own. The attack bomber now getting shot by interceptors. It is a 2-vet attack bomber. That's what's going to take a little bit longer to kill it. I don't think he's going to kill this NG. He's bombing the mass is what he's doing, so that Excelsior has less mass that he can grab. We do have FTX Commando and UD fighting in mid currently. UD trying to collect as much mass as he can. Orochimaru right next to him. We do have Excelsior now pushing up north as well towards Orochimaru's base, but Orochimaru is over here with UD. UD and FTX Commando are going to fire off a few shots at each other. I don't think either one of them die here. Just a little battle over who is going to get what mechs. The 2-vet bomber is still alive. I believe he's trying to kill this NG. Or he could still be going after Reclaim. But another interceptor has found it. He kills that NG. Another interceptor has found it, and it's on 79 hit points. White drops up here, gets some PD up, and takes down that factory that Apostu had put up here. Apostu now going to walk more towards mid. UD and Commando, FTX Commando, still fighting in the middle. UD going to push forward with a lot of units that he has. FTX Commando has a lot of units as well. Just a little bit further back from his ACU. And where has Orochimaru's ACU gone? Well, Orochimaru and the wheelie are fighting in the mid as well. No units from either of them, but we do have some fire beetles actually on the field. From the wheelie, I believe, yes. The wheelie has a couple of fire beetles. Maybe he's going to try to take out Orochimaru or UD. And we're getting some more fire beetles as well. We're about to have 5 of them. About to have 5 fire beetles on the field for the wheelie. 2 of them now moving forward with the ACU of wheelie. Wheelie moving towards UD. UD looking to be in a bit of trouble here. It seems he's overextended a bit too far. He is about to have an ACU on both sides of him, especially with Orochimaru backing off of the ACU of wheelie. UD is about to be trapped between 2 ACUs and an army. I don't see how UD makes it out of this, especially with the 2 fire beetles. He might make it out of this if he can pathfind through his own units. Fire beetles now going after UD. They blow up some of his army that he had. And UD now has to retreat very hastily to try to get out of here, as he has 2 ACUs on him. Pings going up on the wheelie. Is UD going to get ejected here? UD on about half health now. He has 2 ACUs on him. He does still have an army. He's trying to throw the army in front of him, block the unit, or block the 2 ACUs that are in front of him, so that he can get away. And it seems it's working-ish. He needs to keep the units in front of him, though. They keep walking away. And it seems they have surrounded FTX Commando. So he's going to get out of range of FTX Commando. The 2 ACUs are now pushing hard on UD still. We might be able to catch them overextending, but we do have a ghetto gunship out here as well now. Or no, that was fire beetles. We did a fire beetle drop. A fire beetle snipe on UD, and UD goes down to FTX Commando. I thought the units were shooting from the transport, but it seems the units were shooting at the transport. And Yudi goes down. Orokamanu was coming in trying to save Yudi. They kill Yudi, and Orokamanu takes off running the direction. FTX Commando says, "Come back here, big boy. Come here, tough guy." We do have some units over here in the middle of FTX Commando's little production facility here. Some dams, if you will. I don't think they're going to really get much done there, but we do have a secondary army there as well. The ACU of Matry looking like he's trying to sneak around into the back here, behind Orange. And we do have Excelsior down here holding off on his own pretty well against Orokamano. And the ACUs have now caught up to Orokamano, and they do have a Fire Beetle on them. They're now Fire Beetle spanning Orokamano. Is Orokamano going to die to Fire Beetles here? And the ACUs of FTX Commando and the Wheelie. Fire Beetles continuing to charge at the ACU of Orokamano. Orokamano now getting troops in between him and the ACUs. But he's now down into the red. He'll be able to get the Wheelie down the red before he dies as well. Down to 400 hit points. The Wheelie down in the red as well. We're going to see a trade here, I believe. And FTX Commando just barely getting out of range of that ACU explosion. He now has blue units behind him, but he does have... Or no, he has blue and red units behind him. Is FTX Commando going to die here as well? FTX Commando not looking in a good spot. He has a lot of units on him. He's down to 2,000 hit points. These units need to continue to follow him. They can get another kill here. And I believe FTX Commando is going to go down as well, and we're about to be in a 3v3 already at 10 minutes and 30 seconds into the game, and 4 units have been ejected already. Excelsior went for a gun upgrade earlier, I believe, and he should probably have overcharge. Yes, he does, and he is going to be marching towards Cursed with his gun ACU and units, and this is not looking too good for Team 1 currently. It seems as though Team 2... Well, it actually looks pretty even. I see Orange down here in the north now. Orange is making some gains on ground down here in the north. Cursed has these 2 bases, though. He has 2 very large bases, a lot of ground that he has to be able to protect. Meanwhile, the other bases over here got split between the 2, and it looks like we're going for Fire Beetle spam. We're just going to go for straight Fire Beetle spam from Salty. And he is going to make the other players very salty with the Fire Beetles. And we have ASFs out already as well. 10 minutes into the game and we have ASFs on the field. These players are a lot better than I am. Or, no, I guess he was gifted the space. He was the air player. He was rushing T3 air. So you should have ASFs as well. Yes, you do. That makes a lot more sense than him being front, winning land, and getting ASFs on the field somehow. Okay. We now have mass scouts out from Orange. And Excelsior's units now pushing deep towards Curse's base. This is not going to be good for Team 1. We have bombers over here destroying the plateau that Matry owns. And we have Excelsior and Cursed fighting right on the edge of both of Curse's base. He's kind of in between them, but Curse going to take advantage of this, and it seems as though he's trying to run around behind Excelsior, maybe try to take out his comm. But Excelsior now walking towards a T2 PD. He does have gun and overcharge. If you can get a good overcharge on it, he can take down that PD. And that T2 PD is going to go down, and Excelsior is going to be down on 9,000 hit points. His army is quite a ways behind him, though, so this isn't looking too good for Excelsior right now. We do have an Ulsheva in this mix as well, but it seems as though it is primarily T1 units. And orange and white fighting up here. Orange about to be surrounded by a lot of Lobos, but he has some tanks and Lobos are going to run away. And it seems as though orange has some Zuis of his own that he's going to counter push with down here on the right hand side of the map. There's no units really in his way over there. We do have a couple tanks from the air player back here up here on the front lines. I'm assuming those accidentally got sent over to him. I'm not sure what happened to the fire beetles here. I'm sure they got sent somewhere and we missed it. I'm pretty sure there were a lot more fire. Oh no, they're on these transports. We're going to try to fire beetle snipe another ACU, I believe, which is probably going to be Excelsior. He is the closest one. Or we're just going to send a shit ton of fire beetles towards him. Or not, that's your teammate, never mind. You're not going to go and fire beetle spam him. That is your teammate. And the Lobos destroying the Zuis of orange over here on the right hand side of the field. The ACU of Apostu now going to be moving left and try and slowly take out this. I'm not sure if we have gun. Yes, we do have. I'm going to assume that's gun and not. And we do have Cursed moving in through the back with this army here. He's going to take down this Mex, I believe. Yes, he takes down that Mex. And he's now going to be moving back towards the actual base of Salty. I'm not sure what happened to the mass fire beetles that got sent forward. Fire beetles don't really seem to be working now. They are dying before they can get to anything. Where did the fire beetle snipe go? And it looks like it's going back here to the wreck. I'm sure we have a deceiver on here as well. The fire beetles do land. The transport's going to land on top of them though, but they don't blow up. Fire beetles get out. And I believe they're just going to go after Eco right now. The second transport, I assume, got shot down somewhere else before they could blow up. Fire beetle is going to be trying to take down this T3 Fusion, I believe. And it almost does it, but not quite. 1,300 hit points left on it. Fucking cunt. How did that land, he says. Fucking bullshit. It's okay, it didn't take down your T3 Pigeon, just the hydrocarbon. T3 Pigeon is still alive. And we have T1 bombers now trying to kill the T1 spam from a tree. We now have Titans on the field from a tree as well. And we have Mongoose down here. We have a Titan on the field from Cursed. I almost said Excelsior. But they are walking towards Excelsior. Excelsior only has mostly T1 units in front of him. He has a single Rhino. This is not a good position for Excelsior. Excelsior is looking at the face of, I believe, several Ilshis, some Titans, and some Mongoose even. So a mix of faction units here. We do have a Mongoose and some other units walking down here. I assume the units here got killed by, I would assume, attack bombers. I don't see any PD up anywhere. Or they did get through and kill another Max here, actually. And then they all died here. I'm going to assume to the attack bombers that are sitting back here, as several of them do have kills on them. Matree now pushing towards the ACU of Apostu, who is standing out in the wide open. He doesn't have any land units with him. All he has are these attack bombers. And Apostu now going to begin running away. He should be running towards the pond, I believe. Doesn't seem as though he is yet, though, but he does have several Titans on his tail chasing him, and it seems as though T2 has more ground coverage, I believe. No, maybe not. Cursed may have more, or about the same as Matree, but Apostu about to die to Titans. Is he going to be able to make it in the water in time? I'm not sure if he can get in the water here. I don't think he can. Apostu is going to die here to Titans, and he dies to Matri. And the Titans actually sitting right next to the ACU don't die in the explosion of the ACU. And that is the third ejection for Team 1. Team 1 definitely not looking good in this. He has 3. Good luck, cunt, he says. Very rude. Cursed gets this base. He gives it straight to the wreck. Doesn't want to micromanage 4 bases. That was a hell of a lot of eco he probably had there for a second, though. And Matri is going to just walk into this, and I believe is going to just destroy this. We're going to throw up a bunch of T2PD, but it's not going to last. You have Titans up here. And the Titans are going to destroy this, as well as the army moving in. We have mass fire beetles moving out towards the middle of the field now. As well, we have Cursed and Excelsior fighting down here. Cursed has a lot of T3 units. So it seems we have a push towards the exact same spots on the map from both teams. The T2PD that was spammed up here is actually beginning to destroy these units. We're going to throw it some T1 PD now as well. We can build that much faster, I assume, anyways. T1 PD does not make it up. The NG that was building it dies. All we have now are the PD that has already been built to defend this, and I believe Matri is going to just be able to destroy that entire base. Excelsior now walking, it seems, almost as if there's nothing in his way. He's just going to walk straight in to the base of Excelsior, it seems. Not seeing anything cheesy going on here. Not seeing any... oh, I thought we were about to start a Rothoda or something. I'm not seeing any experimentals being thrown up on the field yet, but this entire base dies now. We do have T1 PD on the field over here on the left-hand side of the field, trying to keep them from going in towards the base, towards his actual base. The Rex has good cripple base I just got. And some trash talk going down as well still. We have T1 bombers killing NGs. And the Matri still has some Titans in here. I believe he's just going to be able to walk through this still. But he's not going to get very far. There is a line of Ilshivas behind this little fire base position that the wreck has built up. So if he does make it through, he's going to have to deal with several Titans. And it looks like we've got not Titans, Ilshiva. It looks like we've got some Othams as well. Matri now has a very large Lobo army, as well as some Titans on the front line. And some T1 tanks. Gonna be moving straight towards this base of Excelsior, or not Excelsior's Cursed. And it seems as though Excelsior has pushed back this bit. His ACU now out on the field. It is 4 vet ACU. Working on its 5th vet, and he has some bricks on the field. So his 2 bricks and his ACU gonna be fighting off this large army of what seems to be mongoose and Titans, and some rhinos even as well. But Matri now walking straight into this base of Cursed, and it now seems as though Team 2 is definitively in the lead. Of at least map control. Currently we have NGs moving out everywhere from Matri, trying to regain ground. But the wreck has built some things. It's going to come through and kill these Lobos, in fact. And they're going to begin trying to protect some of this. And we're now spamming T1 bombers as well, trying to protect this base over here. Mass of fire beetles now on the field from Salty. I believe going to be going after this army, trying to help Excelsior out. And if those fire beetles can get in and intermix with this army, I believe that entire army is going to be dead. The attack bomber's defending well over here. We've also brought some Theums and some Ilsheva down to help as well. But it seems as though this push from Matri now going to be dying off. And Excelsior in trouble here. He's got a couple bricks in the mix here. These fire beetles need to get in position and start killing these units so that Excelsior can live. Excelsior needs to get some good overcharges off, and fire beetles are going to get into this mix that's right in front of them. But the fire beetles aren't even the ones that kill the units. These fire beetles are going to live to destroy more things. Fire beetles over here on the left intermingle with these and destroy these units here. And we are still spamming out T1 bombers over here. And the army over here seems to have mostly lived, at least. And it seems as though Matri has gained a large portion of map control on the map. And it seems as though both teams are actually tied on map control right now currently, or at least close to it. These fire beetles now marching forward. They have protection from a brick that's with them. But it seems as though the brick has got distracted by that NG that was over there. We're still going for all-out fire beetle spam from Salty, though, as well as some T1 bombers. The T1 bombers from Kerr still doing a good job of protecting this base. I don't think any of his mexes have died that he has. He does have a couple of T3 mexes in that as well. Do we have any experimentals going up on the field anywhere? Well, we do. We have a GC over here for Cursed. Anything for Team 2 going up? I'm not seeing a lot of NGs working on anything. We're building up a lot of NGs over here. These are just T1 NGs. And I'm not seeing any experimentals on the field other than that GC. The mass of fire beetles not going to be moving in towards the base of Cursed again. Oops, I didn't mean to slow that down. And Matri still spamming his units towards that base. And all of his stuff that he had gained up here is now going to be dying to gunships. And the FAMs that are being produced as well. So what ground coverage Matri did have, he is now losing to the wreck. Matri now going to be moving back into the space. We do have some Percivals in this mix as well this time. But we have a T2 gunship fighting us, and I don't think we have flat, do we? I think we just have T1 anti-air. And even more gunships come in now as well. But we are going to take out a few mexes, I believe. Yes, we took down one mex. That was just T1 though. We take down the T2 mex. There's just T2-3 mexes now there to take out. And I believe he may be able to take those out as well before his army dies. Gunships, but Cursed now walking right into Excelsior's base, or right up next to it anyways. Cursed GC does finish. And the bricks are going to move over to the right and push back this push from Cursed. Matri has completely overran this base of Cursed now, and he's not going to be moving up towards this production facility for the wreck. Which they're now going to be spamming some T2 PD as the forces move in, try to take down this production facility here. Excelsior says a GC coming. He's seen the GC. Where is the GC? Right here. The GC is back there. I don't see any pings on it, but it does say that the GC is coming. FTX says he has no land HQ, so it won't have any support. Is there no land HQ anymore? No, he does not have a land HQ for UEF anyways. Does he have T3 land back? No, those are T3 airs. So no, he does not have any T3 land, but he is going to move his army back to get with that. He says, give me air fast. He wants the air protection for his GC that he's walking forwards. We do have a massive amount of fire beetles over here. I wonder if those can take down the GC. I'm not sure how many fire beetles it will take to take down the GC. Full spam T1 bombers, he says. The Percivals are now walking into the base of the wreck. To the main base of the wreck anyways. The wreck going to go for gun and range. And probably get some... He does have some storage. He's going to try to get some overcharge to fight these Percivals that are in his base. The GC there. I'm going to watch this for a minute. Bring our map up here so I can see it better. And the Titans now wreaking havoc on the base of the wreck, but the bomber spam is slowly destroying them. I believe there's just 3 left now, maybe. And the AC even getting in on the kills as well. And the wreck is going to be left with one wreckage of a base. We're going to be calling the wreck's base of the wreck, as it is a mess. And if you didn't laugh at that joke, then fuck you again. Excelsior now builds a monkey. The monkey probably going to be attempting to fight the GC. We do have the fire beetle spam racing down towards the GC now. But it seems as though the GC is actually holding off against these pretty well. Just killing them before they can get actually in range to blow up on them. And now there's just a single Titan firing some of those fire beetles, and they tickled the GC a little bit. Took about 2,000 hit points off of him. And I don't think the wreck actually lost any of his mexes in this. He just lost his entire production facility, and he is building in a Wassa now. This game could go either way. We do have a monkey back here underneath shield coverage for Excelsior, but he's walking it away from where the GC is. He has to know that GC is walking to his base, right? Yes. He's going to wait for that GC to get in range and then turn the monkey around and start firing on the GC. He just wants his monkey to be under that shield coverage when it does happen. And the GC taking a lot of fire from these PD. We built a lot of T2 PD here. GC now going to run away. It's on half health, less than half health now. It's about to be met with a lot more fire beetles as well. Matree has a few Percivals in this forward base of Curse now as well. The monkey now going to chase down the GC as well as the fire beetles. The fire beetles are going to chase the GC as well. They're going to explode on him and tickle him a little bit. What was that firing on him? Was that just these attack on? No? I don't know exactly what fired on him there. But the GC and monkey now going to face off right here, and the GC is going to die. But not before taking the monkey down to almost half health. And Matree and the wreck now facing off with T1 units up here. But Matree has T3 units mixed in as well. was the Wassa coming along. Well, the Wassa is about to finish. Bomb that, Yudi says. What did he ping? I'm not seeing ping go down. What exactly to bomb? I'm assuming this wreckage, or this mass army here. Trying to get a good view of this Wassa here, and it gets given over to Cursed. So that the wreck can micro this right here. He needs to kill these Percivals before going after the land spam behind it. And we now have gunships coming in to help with that as well. The monkey walking forward, but the Wassa going straight after this forward base. He control K's the base, so the Wassa can't get veterancy from it, I assume. Which seems like a bit of a dick move. Beauty sets monkey. The Wassa down on half health. Monkey now moving forward. Massive T1 bomber spam coming down towards it. We do have another GC up here ready to fight off the monkey, and that will win that battle. The Wassa now on only 8,000 hit points. And we're starting a Yathoda as well. It's almost finished, actually. The Wassa now bombing this base. The shield goes down. The ACU is down to half health after that bomb. And are we going to snipe Matri here as well? We're down on only 6,000 hit points. It looks like it's circling around to do that. Don't see any bombs dropping yet, though. Judy says, don't, you're going to lose it. As he goes to drop that bomb off. Only 3,000 hit points left on this 2,000, 1,000. Is this going to live? It lives with 1,300 hit points. He missed the ACU, though. Hit Salty with last, he says. The monkey dies. It walked straight into the GC. Monkey does no damage to the main base. And now these fire beetles are going to just line walk into the GC's laser beam. But Tree's land spam is getting through towards the base of the wreck. But the wreck now has a Yathoda on the front lines as well, going to be dealing with some of this land spam. Or some of the further back land spam. He does have tanks up here as well. Where is that Wassa? The Wassa is over here. It is 2 vet now. And he snipes Salty and gets a 3rd veterancy off of it. This has now killed 76,000 mass, I believe. And it is now a 2v2. A single Percival gets through the mass of tanks and the Yathoda. The GC now walking forward, I believe. Where's he going to? He's going to walk over here and try to keep these T3 units back, I believe. Where is that Wassa at? Is it still alive? I didn't see it die. No, the Wassa is still alive. 15,000 hit points left on it. 80,000 mass killed. Is he going to set it down to let it rest for a little bit and regen some health? We do have Matri up here. And we have Sam's now in the way of him. Matri's spam now going to run away from this Yathoda. The Yathoda just walking towards it carelessly. We have a couple attack bombers going to be trying to bomb this GC. Not going to get very far though, and I don't see any ASFs on the field other than down here. So we do have an ASF protecting this GC. And the Awasa dropping another bomb onto the ACU of Matri. And Matri going to die. The Awasa is going to turn. Is it going to drop a bomb on these MGs as well? I don't believe so. It's trying to get away from those SAMs that were just firing on it. And now it is a 1v2. And we have a hero Awasa right here. I can't get a good angle of it. It is a hero Awasa. It gets even more mass kill. It's 3 vet, almost 4. 92,000 mass killed. Drops another bomb on the production facility of Excelsior. It's even more mass kill. Still not 4 vet yet though, but it is down to 12,000 hit points. Needs to get away from the SAMs. And we now have T3 gunships over here wrecking the left side of the base for Excelsior. And we are building a mass of NGs out of these factories here. Gonna throw up a PD back here for Excelsior, try to kill these NGs. And I believe Team 1 is looking in favor of winning this game currently. Excelsior has nothing to combat this Awasa really other than just SAMs. And it drops another bomb and gets a 5 vet Awasa now. 5 vet, we missed the last vet I believe. It's now 5 vet, it's killed 138,000 mass. The wreck builds another experimental unit, it's another Yathoda. Where is Excelsior? Excelsior is just standing here underneath shield coverage being protected while experimentals wreak havoc on him from everywhere. Gunships now pushing down the left hand side of the field even more. Excelsior retreating with all of his T3 units. He does have T3 mobile anti-air. I'm assuming that he's trying to get underneath this Awasa here so that they can fire upon it. And he's going to drop a bomb on the main base, unshielded, of Excelsior. And that has now killed 173,000 mass. Strategic launch detected. A nuke out now from who? From Excelsior. Where is that going? Well, that is going up here to the base of Curse. Do we have SMD? I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to see it with these blue colors amidst everything else that he has there. But if he does have it, I'm not seeing it. First says, find ACU fast. I believe that nuke is going to get through and land. Yes, it does. Do we have SMD over here? I don't think so. So we could come back if we can somehow get these nukes up. Curse says Omni fast. This is 173,000 kill Awasa now. And where was Curse's ACU? Because it lived. It's right here. I believe it was in the base of the wreck. He's not going to move it forward to help the fight. You need to take out this Awasa. This Awasa is absolutely destroying you, but you also have Yathoda walking down on the right-hand side of the field with nothing in its path, and a second Yathoda over here. Wasn't there a GC somewhere? Yes, the GC is right here. And Cursed has built an experimental. Oh, the Yathoda got gifted over to Cursed on the left-hand side of the field, so the wreck is just giving everything over to Cursed that is experimental. I'm going to go ahead and speed this up a couple ticks here. The Iwasa drops another bomb. It's 198,000 kills to its name. Trying to get a nice view here of it, where you can see its mass killed as well. I'm gonna have to change the color on it though, so it doesn't give away who it is, and I believe that is going to be the thumbnail for this game. I really want to see it drop another bomb before it dies and get that 200 kills. 200,000 kills. It's going to go off this production facility over here, and that's going to give it its 2,000 kills. That now has 200,000. No, it's still at 199. It needs to drop another bomb somewhere. I guess that bomb didn't get through. No, there's a shield there. And it's going to die before it gets it. But it is going to land on the Mega. It doesn't take out the Mega, though. Another nuke out. He's taken down the Iwasa, which is what he needed to do. Now he has to worry about these gunships. He's going to nuke the wreck, I believe. Does the wreck have SMD? I don't think he did earlier when I was looking. He's running all of his energies away from it, so I believe that nuke is going to get through. And has Excelsior just came back with nukes? Can Excelsior win this game at this point? I'm not sure. I don't think so. There is a Mega about to come in behind the Yathoda, but I think the Yathoda is going to get to Excelsior first. But the Yathoda is going to take fire from a lot of PD. And he's just firing directly on that. And he's going to go after the ACU, and Excelsior does go down. And that is going to be that game. That was an exciting game. A lot of back and forth there. A lot happened in that game. We had a 200,000 kill Iwasa. If you guys enjoyed that, go ahead and drop a like, and don't forget to also drop a subscribe down below. It helps me a lot. It's absolutely free. If you want to see more like this, just go ahead and subscribe. That's all you got to do, and hit the little notification button so that you get notified when I upload, and you'll see a lot more of these games here. But that is going to be it for this one. I hope you guys have a beautiful day.